Addition of vectors. Now, what is addition of vector? Basically, here we have to learn vector algebra. So, vector having a separate method to add, subtract, multiply. So, these methods we have to learn. So, first we start with the addition of vectors. So, there are two methods of addition of vector. First one is the direct method, and second one is geometric method. Let me learn direct method for addition of vector first. Now, what is direct method for addition of vector? In that also two cases are there. Case one, so vector having same direction. So here you note one thing here. If vector is having same direction, then how to add? You can see here. I consider one example, vector A bar. You can see in a diagram which have 5 centimeter magnitude, and you can see a direction. B bar having a 2 centimeter magnitude and direction is same to the direction of A bar. So they're having a same direction. Then how to add? So you can add it directly. So here, so R bar you can write is equal to A bar plus B bar. So A bar is 5 centimeter magnitude, B bar is 2 centimeter, 5 plus 2 is 7. So R bar is 7 centimeter. And this R bar is a resultant of A and B. So this is a resultant vector. So you remember one thing here. If two vector having a same direction, then we can add it directly. For example, if this is a block, on this block we are applying a force F1 5 Newton, and we are applying another force 2 Newton. Then this case is similar to the block, same block I am drawing, is applying a 7 Newton force. So when 5 Newton force and 2 Newton force is acting in the same direction, then these forces we can add and we get total force is equal to 7 Newton. So this is a case 1 and this is case 2, both are similar. Or this is a way of adding a vector if they have a same direction. I hope you understood this. Now after that, in the case 2, we have to learn after the same direction, we have to learn opposite directions. Case 2, if two vector having opposite direction. For example, if two vector having opposite direction, you can see this is A bar having a 5 centimeter magnitude and direction you can see in a diagram. B bar is a 2 centimeter magnitude and direction is opposite to the direction of A bar. Then when we are adding these two vectors, we get here 3 centimeter. So remember one thing here. So this R bar, we can write here A bar plus addition, it's addition. And B bar having opposite direction of A bar. So I can put the minus sign to B bar. So here 5 centimeter minus 2 centimeter is 3 centimeter. Or you can remember here, and the resultant vector having a direction same to the direction of a larger vector. So this A bar is a 5 centimeter and which is larger as compared to the B bar. So the resultant having a direction equal to the direction of a larger vector A bar. So I hope you understood. But listen, so this is not called as subtraction. So here, so A bar minus B bar is coming here. But this is not the subtraction. Subtraction is little different. So this is the addition. If the two vector having opposite direction. You remember this is not subtraction. Now let I tell you a general example here. If I consider this is a block. I consider one block here. On this block, two forces are acting. First one is 5 Newton in this direction and second one is 2 Newton in this direction. Then where the block goes toward the larger force. And this case is similar to the 3 Newton in this direction. So listen, resultant diagram of these two we can draw like this. Basically, if the two vector having opposite direction, we can subtract these two vectors. Same direction, we can add it. But listen, this is not the subtraction that you have to do, because subtraction is little different as compared to this. Now after this direct method, next one we have to start geometric method for addition of vector. So now geometric method. Now let's see. So first geometric method is a triangle method. Now let I explain triangle method is what. So for that we have to remember a law of triangle. So law of triangle for vector addition. Now what is the statement for law of triangle? See here a triangle, you can see this first side of the triangle shows first vector A. Second side shows second vector B. You can see a direction also here. So first side shows first vector, second side shows second vector. Then addition of these two is the third side. You can see here A bar plus B bar, we are getting along the third side. So triangle method is first vector gives first side, second vector gives second side, then addition is the third side. And here the first vector and second vector we are talking about in magnitude and direction. So here magnitude also we are considering and direction. See here, you can see this statement here. So when two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by two sides of the triangle, then their resultant is given in magnitude and direction by third side of triangle. And that third side drawn from starting point of first vector. This is starting point of the first vector to the end point of second vector. Second vector is B bar and this is the end point. So we have to draw like this. Starting point of first vector to the end point of second vector. Now you can read this statement without this red line. So if two vectors are represented by two sides of triangle, then their resultant is given by third side of the triangle. But only the thing is here we inserted a word in magnitude and direction. So I hope everyone understood this law of triangle method. You can remember the statement very easily. So question may be asked in examination, state and explain a law of triangle. So you have to write this statement, and explanation you can write by this diagram. If vector A bar, B bar shown in figure represent two sides of triangle, then the resultant R bar is given in magnitude and direction by third side of the triangle. The same thing we elaborated here in the explanation. Okay. Now after this triangle method, we have to learn the next method. Before the next method, some article is there related to this. A vector addition is commutative. So we have to prove that vector addition is commutative. What is commutative law of addition? That also you come to that. So I consider here. So this is triangle. So this is a parallelogram. So with this diagonal, two triangles we get. This is first and this is second triangle. Okay. Now here, see OAB triangle. OAB means this one. So this triangle. So apply the triangle law to this. So this first vector P bar, second vector Q bar is equal to this third vector R bar. I hope you understood this. P bar plus Q bar is equal to R bar by triangle law. First side plus second side is equal to third side. Similar manner, we can apply triangle law to this OCB. So this one, next triangle OCB, this one. So to this one, we can write this first side Q bar plus P bar is equal to R. Okay, this is a triangle. Then, if you see this very carefully, this P bar plus Q bar plus P bar, both are equal to R. One side is same, R bar, because this is a common side. So here we can write P bar plus Q bar is equal to Q bar plus P bar. So this is the commutative law. Commutative law means if we add P and Q, it is equal to addition of Q and P. So this is the commutative. In examination question may be asked, show that vector addition obey commutative. Then you have to draw this diagram. You have to write two equations, and by that two equation you can justify it. Vector addition means vector addition is a commutative in nature. So this commutative law is proved. Now after that, vector addition is associative. Now, what is associative law? Now, for that, I draw a different diagram here. You can see this diagram. Now, from triangle law, see this triangle OQR. So, you can see this one OQR. So, in that triangle, by triangle law, we can write R bar is equal to this AB bar plus C bar. Now, how we get this AB bar? If we use this triangle, see here. So this triangle, when you use, is A bar plus B bar is the third side. A bar plus B bar is third side. So this is A bar plus B bar. Now, I am using this triangle, this R bar is equal to this A bar plus B bar in a bracket plus this C bar. So we get this one. Now, after that, from triangle OPR, you can see the triangle OPR. So this is O, P, and this is R. So from this. So we can write here. So this side is B plus C. You can see this triangle B bar plus C bar is the third side of this triangle. So this by this triangle we can write. So by this triangle we can write this R bar is equal to this A bar plus B bar plus C bar. So A bar I written, B bar plus C bar. Now this is R bar R bar. So I can write this and this same. So I can write here A plus B in a bracket, A bar plus B bar in a bracket plus C bar is equal to A bar plus B in a bracket B bar plus C bar. So when both sides are same, it is called as associative. So associative law means anywhere we can put the bracket, then also we get the same result. So here this is the associative law. In examination question may be asked through associative vector addition obey associative law. Then you have to write up to this. So you have to draw a diagram and you have to show it. So it obey associative law of addition. I hope everyone understood what is commutative law, what is associative law. Now one problem is here. Express vector AC bar in terms of vector AB bar and CB bar as shown in figure. So you can see a diagram. Now here, solution also you can see using triangle law of addition, vectors can be written. So what you have to do, you have to express this AC bar in terms of these two. So we can apply triangle law. This is the first side, this is second side, and this is the resultant. So you can write AC bar plus CB bar. So listen, when you are writing a vector, you remember you can write this AC bar. And as you cannot write BC bar, you have to write CB bar as per the name C to B. You can see arrow is C to B. So AC bar plus CB bar is equal to AB bar. So we get this. And you have to write AC bar. So AC you have to keep this side. CB you can transfer to that side. You will get minus CB here. So AB bar minus CB bar. So this is here a triangle bar of vector addition. So we use triangle law and we are written AC bar only. That's it. Now next method for addition of vector is polygon method. Now here polygon method is not a separate method. It is a sub method for the triangle. It is based on the purely based on the triangle method. Now here, let I tell you the law of polygon of vector addition. Statement that I tell you here, you can see a polygon. Now when we are talking about a polygon, poly means many, gon means angle, sides, diagram with many side, many angle is a polygon. So this is P1 bar, this is side is P2 bar, P3 bar, P4 bar, and then their addition is this. Means here, addition of sides is equal to the remaining side. In a triangle law, you know that this is first side plus second side, addition of these two sides is the remaining side. Similar manner in a polygon also. Addition of sides is equal to the remaining side. Okay. So here, see here, when number of vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by sides of incomplete polygon. So this is very important. So if I draw polygon like this and like this. So these are the sides of incomplete polygon. Then the resultant is given magnitude and direction by remaining side. So I can draw a remaining side here. So this is the resultant, similar to triangle law. But here drawn from starting point of first vector to the end point of last vector. In triangle method, it is second vector. But here we don't know how many vectors are there in the polygon method. So to the end point of last vector. So when I'm talking about this is the first side, second side, this is third side. So this is P1 bar, this is P2 bar, this is P3 bar. Then addition or resultant is given by the third remaining side. So this is a resultant. So that's it. Now let's see the explanation of this. So consider P1, P2, P3, P4 bar represents sides of incomplete polygon. So don't consider this R bar first. So remaining sides we consider. Now, after that, from triangle OAB, you can see this triangle OAB. So this triangle. From triangle OAB, this OB bar is equal to OA bar plus AB bar. So this is OA and this is AB. OA bar and AB bar. So we can write here OA is represented by P1 bar and AB is P2 bar. So we can write like this. OB bar is equal to P1 bar plus P2. Similar manner when we are using another triangle. So this triangle. So by this OBC triangle, we can write OC bar is equal to this OB plus BC bar. Then OB, this we can write it here instead of this OB. P1 plus P2 and this BC represented by P3. So we get this OC bar. Similar manner from triangle OCD, you can see the remaining triangle now. So this is the remaining triangle. By this remaining triangle, again this OD bar is equal to OC plus CD bar. And this OC bar we can substitute here. So it is P1 plus P2 plus P3 bar. And this CD represents P4 bar. So here we have it. So this is a resultant. So resultant vector. This is expression for resultant in polygon method. Now let's see problem based on this polygon method. So this is a problem given in your textbook. So from following figure, determine the resultant of four forces A1, A2, A3 and A4. You have to determine the resultant of A1, A2, A3 and A4. Resultant of these four. So you know that by triangle method, this OB is coming A1 bar plus A2 bar. Then when we are talking about this triangle, OC is coming A1, A2 and this A3. So A1 bar plus A2 bar plus A3 bar it is coming. And then this is the resultant vector. So this resultant vector is equal to A5 bar and it is equal to by triangle law A1 bar plus A2 bar plus A3 bar plus this A4 bar, and this is the answer for this problem. So you can see here it is already given here. This is A1 plus A2 bar. Okay, then after that this is A1, A2 and A3 bar, and then resultant is A5 which is equal to addition of 1. So I hope everyone understood this polygon method. It is some method of the triangle method.